Efomeda wase se wa join na o hwe e Kofi TV so. The interview ayeye de wo ho enie. Se wani ji interview ayeye ho a, bomodin a na hye fato wo so ma adofo enhu na omumra mehwe bi. Enu achi no se o hwe e wo YouTube so a like interview no e wo like button no eso. Enu achi no share ma adofo enya kwan enhwe bi. Sa wonka Kofi TV abusua no ho a mesra se obe click subscribe button no e kokko ai wo kona ho sa subscribe button no click so uwi a adoma bi wonchen ho click sa adoma no so e ka ho de ye ne se adoma no e ma bribia ye de video beto YouTube ha no onya kwan etumi ehunu e ma prompt e ka kire wo se Kofi di video ato ho subscribe no so de ye ne se e ma be ka Kofi TV abusua no ho na bribia ye live a watumi enya bi ahwe sa wo hwe e wo YouTube a Shannon so say your interview no do no aye e wo Facebook and sana ye de at YouTube and into no Facebook one say wo say join ye na utumi bi share live e wo ha ye oba ne say hwehwe Kofi TV e wo Facebook na click e wo follow and I say like your page no ye call live bi a e be send o prompt and I say be mo hu na send o message say Kofi e live na watumi a join ye the channel say
Come from Burunya, in a kill.
Yama woke up from po, Yama will low price po. Yatiti and Yama so better be the Ensha will be and lowest prices in electronics. Hey, ya de wo. Yatiti and Yama so better be the Ensha will be. Bro, nay, lowest prices in electronics. Hey, ya de wo. Kafa TV, free to hold the air condition, papa no. Gas cookers,
Kafa, I can't hear too much.
Over two cotton, and now we pay Biako Yusu. Bronya, Jadia Cassia promo, Bronya, Jadia Cassia promo.
Kafa, Bronya, Jadia Cassia promo. Enemy Santa Boga Cross. Your budget prices, and you leave it at the delivery. Bronya, we the chow microwave oven, such a blender. I am all rice cooker. Hey, home theater na face. The Kafa is meeting you that channel.
Kafa, yatete so zanga.
Kavam, your home of quality home appliances.
The UK average memoha. Now when your car acquainted bi enyo fo. Anase adokita fo ahwe wa won hwe yi. Right claim betumi aboa ma wagisi campaign bebre. Ya wo UK a lawyer for etitru anase ekuku damfo a betumi aboa wo akonko ama. Kosi se wo sika no beba. Eno ane se wo be ko www.rightclaims.co.uk. Na wo fill wo form. Wo betumi afre yen wo number ya ewu fidie ase. Say a cancel of flights, and now say when your flight delay for over don't shremiensa. May try 3 hours and ko bebia. Right claims bet me aboa ma ahanso wa Jessica. Right claims, it's as simple as that. So what's the UK average memoha? Now when your car acquainted bi enyo fo. And now say a doctor for ahwe wa won show yi. Right claims bet me aboa ma.
Mama ajona mama akwa baade waba Kofi TV so ebrene bra no yedi nkomo ni bi na anwumre ye ba bedi ye bisa ye ho ensemfo api make us without prejudice to the ekoso ewo court ye mpentem emua aten bade ba bedi nkomo e de afa abatoa ekoso ye 2020 sisi ye 2021 say amanyuko NDC e de asem no akodan court na enwumre ye bete nsem no baako mienu miensa bi ase na ya hwese de etie one time o contest ye say obey flag bearer ama NDC amanyuko no na osan ejai a wa mpre anko animu bio wakopie mu wo court ya NDC amanyuko ekoyi no MPP de no eba ye no court to nsa frɛ no say wa contem the friend contempt no ebi ma okochire mu a poor boy from Binduri ekokeka ne nsɛm a ne din ene Steven Atubiga anwumre ono na yene ne ba bedi nkomo ne momare mfi sɛ wo amana na opese odi sika ebre wa wofo abusuafo e Ghana ha tap send eno na odi send sika eba ntem na yentehwe emfamfiri sika no so na esan very easy wo Europe dia bomodian na isu tap send but bronye watoto ne ma ne bia new year so no still ka farm eda so appliances no ebi wo ho obetumi akọ na akoto bia ho ena ne boefo na wotọ a yesan eche obi eka ho mede ni kofi adoma wanwani straight away yen share yen komo no ase o comment obetumi ede abasa wo hwe on YouTube na wa click on the subscribe button we are doma no ho no na wa click eno nso ede aka obeboa ye ba bibia no na asend notification enti sa ena etie 7 Atubiga yemu akwaba
ye minia mechia wahwefo nyina mechia Ghana fo nyina echia NDC amanokuo ne NDC mpanyimfo enkanka General Mosquito ene chairman ene party leadership adwuma omobo but General Mosquito ya chade a nyankopon ahye de ache party no nti why asset maye and with that fear I'll make sure say when be first be obeko on post next coming election and yes just okasa wompe we will do that for him. That's the best thing you wait me reward no Nina Juma pa General Mosquito he deserves just okasa wompe ye be pe kwan be pass obeko on post so me chia party fo nyina so bi ama na komanto ne yem nyame ncha de case no court so judges no be hwe ama ye nya rerun no nyame nyame tiase be nya rerun na ne ya san akọ
rerun
yes eno ne yepe say di because abano je mensa wiemu edema MPP ena one ne easy for na ye kana na mo wiamu edema MPP for so I think say the right thing enimonyam e wo justices no mu enim say justices no omunim say the only credible institution ana how do you say it in Twi asede aka na se enimonyam kakra aka wo yempensempense kabema min kabi no eye ebetimi ama anakonenim eye ajudges no nti omo anim se wo se omodi ye tuye yenka se jema NDC yenka se jema MPP jema oman no nikredie ebe ye adwuma ewo justice because omo onuanom omo papa no omo yere no omo nkwara bo onim se Ghana eso chen every political party nti omo de ye betuye.
All right. Everybody have share reasons ema mo call baby a mo we as say akoba say anko amfa amamona yetie information na wo ene share but o share the course wo parliament ni bi kakra.
Oh me share
government me we
in fact me share no na efe esanso ya na esanso ehu these three things enioma miensa we esi wo Parliament honomo because o hwe senior na NDC fo no omho ye fe kokwa no kokko tuntuma no mo nyina hye fita omho fefefe a omho ba honomo ebe pa omho ba bi pa etenaye no na ama enije abakura ami omho ye fe kura to the extent say Osla wusu wura Parliament House no Osla honorable Osla otimu say wow NDC fo mbema mo ho fe papa e ma ne efa bronya ho edewe eyi enkwan ai crackers ekotena akando so woni se nkrofo so a omuye sebi Osla ohu omo no na ne ho aye ne de ohu NDC for mema no ase no na ne ho aye de to the extent say woni se unse nkrofo ntietia kokoro asa no omu kura nioma no kotena akando so unse ne ho bae Osla ho bae pa
oh no
me na me ka kire me say wona wan hwe posture no na ote awoso no ho na omunyina omunya feelings because akando nipa ko hu ade na speaker edebo no your friend say kura sa hama no omodebo sit down me say akando no okura ubuso oslo be ka kire vibration na enjoy na ote so awoso no ho no o sepre no ho pa but ten hu mosini honorable college down say kai pepe ni we de midi on na matena so dia obetiti ne wakume eno piano
interpretation.
Messi Osla Hobaye. Osla had the best orgasm she ever had on Akondo's laps. Akondo gave her the best vibrator that she ever had in her life. Said nukunu ni how, nukunu abrochiro, and a lockdown ho. Osla obre. Nti ono ahwe se na NDC mbrante na hye white na. E so ofa ho afili. Unso to un se na o se. So wa strip club da se na man tena mbema so sa na no ye. Na candle so agije se we di obema nya ahode usisi mu vibrator ena ye adwuma. Ena vibrate wo osla to ho. Na no ho basa. No. I am telling you.
Ye ni adanse bi e kire sa
hu
anything bia.
Ene the only experiment is say oboa onsan kwatena candle so no repeat the same thing here. No sorry na Ghana colleges for and check it. Eho is your parliament e bia be ka say parliament colleges. But on the other side I think she enjoyed. Osla filie pa. Osla filie. O filie pa na me brother candle so me ni aketua ono so enjoy e pa.
Really? Ono say na nye hwana na adwen wa candle say
there be because her petrol ni matches. Sa candle sa na obeka because ope alaba e wo fie. But no ofilie pa. Ofili yanka sank because say aden one nkosi nchen. Osla here Collins there na oni say what we there mosini there we there media go we pram no. So suni konim say Akando a portable phone wetimi manage no. But Osla ho buy pa. The best orgasm I think Osla Owusu ever had was on a Honorable Akando's laps. Also Oko strip club your friend say lap dance or man lap dance or Danny stripper. Etna ewo chambers. Nti osenka omotwe na so. E also mo punish Osla because you can't be a stripper in parliament. Yes, you may you've admired the NDC men. They are handsome, they are intelligent, they are brilliant, they are strong. At least you can go and see Honorable Henry Redruso. Ubetimi humutaka, ubetimi omone betimi aka. Aye shisha mamu if you are that honey. But to just yes, I mean they are human beings. If you are that horny that you think said less, you've not had orgasm for so long, you enter, you get confused, you dazed, then you go and sit. Wakwatena abranti way so. No, so the vibrate. I'm telling you, Akondo kuta nioma pa. And why vibrating no or tennis so no enjoy. She was enjoying. Look at her posture. She was sitting doing like this. Wakwatena said before I say, why were you doing like this? This is what she was doing. No, you say, Obi, nah, I can't so I say. If you are not enjoying it, you push. So MPs to body anointing. It was body anointing in the chambers. Body anointing.
When the anointing.
Your friend is say, your friend is say, Osla Usu, and the blessing by and a candle anointing. So she enjoyed. They had orgasm, but on another side, no. It was unfortunate, say. Honorable Carlos, a whole member of parliament, were snatching ballot papers out the January. But when it be, many your friend say, Honorable Mutaka Kasa, Nyamiam Patananka, Omanjina, Onkombe Panium cry Ombe Panium ballot papers. Because it wasn't a joke. We trying to make sure, say, Honorable Bagwin becomes the speaker of the country. So if they were joking, Onkebe Panium papers, nothing could have saved Carlos Ahinkra on the Nyamiase because blow na Mutaka de man no omesin the next one kay fit he would have laid down near ya cutting because Mutaka he's a not now omonsa betia ye blade utimi de wonsa say sa ponche aye no ebie niem nkome biem ama
obeyiso nensa
ode nensa Mutaka omudo omonsa ne Mutawakilo ne from say kra Bole Bamboy MP Nikra, I forgot his. Commodore Monsabe by Carlos Ahinkra, ballot papers. No, I'm telling you this with a fear. But I dear Nanka me pen say, and so Mujano be action who soldier for in a tea, na NDC MPs, ne a she MPP MPs nipa, a poor Omubuamuya, na Omaje majority nafa. Through a holiday.
That is your thinking.
No, that is what.
The office MPP for no money.
No, I would love to see that. Because Mr. Mutaka can handle about at least 8 or 9 members. Collins Dawda handle be. Jina Ponkwa ekura black belt. Jina ko betimi handle bebre. Na say MPP no kwokrafo nkwa na wo ho no mo. Che mensa say omo tana pampo mo betena se. Wanyi na wan de na no denden no de na wo su say yes no su say mre bi okoton ship a oba osu no. De ode ye ship Ghana ship ekoton te say momoni e wo London san ba ye no me refi ni din. One of the MPP Oh, I forgot his name. Yeah, down the line, Kennedy, Mekacho. Okay, Obesu Parliament, no. Obesu Parliament say, Oma Hanesama, ne Mami Su. I forgot his name. The Oka say MPP, I'm gonna for are not Ghanaians, or Oka say, you know, that he made those popular uncouth statements, no. I forgot. Katie Hammond, right? Yes, Katie Hammond, yes. Ono say, Ono, your friend is saying, Haruna Dusu heading or better nasi. On sorry, Haruna Dusu heading or better nasi. My incoming majority leader. So why be until percent next time I would love saying yai no because it has happened in other countries. Now NDC MPs and sure more next time yet they also nibium because
but Canadians so on also skills.
The problem is I've always said say me I have the biggest respect for Honorable Kennedy Japan. The reason is I love his style or he didn't credit spade is spade. And then Abufu will be but you suffer unsa or tenacity because what he was seeing there no sebi on him said nkwasi asem na no mudi wo hono mo onim say nyaachum na omoye wo hono nse de na ekoso no it was uncalled for so wa kire say a gentleman nti wotena ne baby because anka Kennedy bufu ye de Jack anka de besi wo ho enya asem ketwa so I know he knows when to pull the brakes, he knows when to fire nse ne ekoso wo hono entwaye so me me free senko ejom no mo kopa Carlos Ahenkra e wo senko mo gya no etoa so ekobo no abonten ho no mo you know but omode no ho ache ne de I think say NDC for MPs no omo wi amfa ne hye kwana ba bi no omo no
still
yes they should find time say ebia NDC omo committee ebia na ebia omo ti chamber omo akọ break na say bibi no I mean 4, 5, 6 of them can just hold no more the towel la katana no akọ share kwana ho abro no pa no mo gya no mo mfa nche no omo no pa
paper no fire
yes why paper that paper could have caused the NDC look Honorable Bagwin getting this position has brought a detention above from ewo omanemu a detention above from ewo pa NDC mu a detention akuma na ewo soro aye no at least ama ajobraba if not look they na AC so oman maybe na oman ne kono na ehu but soldier for no so wura mu no na yemu bi so ye boy same say yes cool about because ye hu the seasoner the atmosphere every Ghanaian obi e bompa say coolsi because they are tired of NDC MPP MP and then they see na young friends say MPP every abano you know a whole electoral commissioner e bin see that abayo totofefe osla your friend say unwoda sebi misreme kan na uni humobro na wawia abanemu e de akwakoma
why say na kan why
me kan Jean Mensa wawia abanemu I'm
so.
sorry them fache me I take
but what has unwoda not got to do with it
because wo humobro na wawoda now sure minor on take it no excuse I am saying yes I said I'm saying it with caution with no disrespect to woda no but I know say oni abadoye so abadoya say this is not take and wama o mine are very fragile wama o mine are very tense obi are tense and yet it's not about NDC it's about the democracy no identity democracy no wama it is not compulsory to say NDC and win but so obi nya ne 10 afa ne 10 mano obi nya ne 100 afa ne 100 mano obi nya ne 200 afa ne 200 man give people the due votes that they got at the end of the day and yet compulsory say NDC and I say MPP and embu on my way so but the foundation na you be able to no but everybody who attends look ma obi mbeji o man kra ma obi a enya ne honto so I can tell without fear say baby na emu biti no so ya for wura mu na I was surprised to see people clapping say now go de me dance now go de I am telling you I was shocked where I was sitting na nkrofo ebo mu say now go de it is done yes now go de it is done the nyame ase nkrofo na je but later no mu say no the soldiers because soldiers had no business coming into your friend is say the chambers of parliament omo marshal omo police access to them so they anytime soldiers will come into the chamber of parliament they have come to take over. They have come to announce a while others are at the radio stations and listen. So that has always been the scenario. Or they've come in the chamber to hand over to the next winning government. So it was something I don't know about the new generation. You know, some of us who saw Liman, how Liman he overthrew. senior sign at the man and how your friend say transitions about. So it was painful, so that has never ever. So but thank God say we've been able to transition carefully, and then you believe in the judicial system to be able to and protect the fragileness of our democracy. But it is your friend is saying Jean Mensa now course way but I hope say justices no on be the right thing am I.
Problem ben NMA mulusu ye to this elections. Oh,
honestly, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa rebranding no hono wa ye juma papa ejuma as General Mosquito the juma the leadership of the party may come in terms of a modern going around to canvass for the votes no senkasani ye 2016 pa I don't think senka be lusaban, and honestly senka ye nyina ye juma say no and etimi there are other enkrebinum anyo mo adwuma ye ebinum adwuma, like you had a very good candidate, very good leader, very good general secretary, very good your friend is say chairman of the party structures, but people some ebinum anye adwuma ye omo ye, but ewiemu ne nedoso Reagan no from the EC for another political party no the electoral commission machinery wiemu no and na endorse pa unprecedented. I'm not saying say there's perfect election. And another thing so no so ube contest election now to shoot campaign manager te said there John Dramani Mahama efa Alabi as the campaign manager no yakasa we campaign manager on a book no ebia wa hode e limitations, but on the field practically no your limit is your party no. The leader of the party, he says, your constitution actually say the flag bearer is always the leader of the party. So from the aides, any campaign manager no, in a capacity no, they have the same powers or the same strength as the team of leader of the behind the leader of the party no. Omo take a decision is in the interest of the leader, and a party structure no so honomo. So Professor Alabi was a campaign manager for the candidate, but not the campaign manager for the party. So the mention national. So behind the party structure, no, the campaign manager of the candidate, ebia ochire yankwa mu fa adwen bom, ohu mu take certain because chairman won a team, secretary baby because also mu spread the wing na. But who campaign manager no, the lapses behind who candidate. Work anamo also work candidate ni den etu ni nyina no na wo se ohwe ni nyina. And a party ni take certain decisions. Obi omode call for victory and some de kwa collect and tabulate election and some ko who candidate candidate ni campaign manager no also ode o candidate no ne plan ne bibia so na mode bon keka ho ehwe which is the best for the candidate and also in the interest of the party. So I think say party no o coalition center omode collect resource was so campaign manager no no candidate no also our coalition center separately behind the party and our plan B Emma party ni e support o candidate no, so that se kosia we etwa we so kosia we wo honomo and as a glass we bo glass, which is very uncompromising, and say as a campaign manager no, there is no room for mistakes. There's no room for mistakes around with candidates no. There's no room for making sure say party no so be mistakes. It means we no candidate ni have to keep the party on their toes, because you and your candidate that are hungry for power, you and your candidate want to give victory for your party, you and your candidate have to make sure say you pick up the lapses behind the party. So I was saying Alabi says some few weeks to the election I was saying ono sign back ebetena candidate and say sonko di John Dramani Mahama he shouldn't have done that. I was saying obetena back na John Dramani Mahama nko eko. So
what is wrong in so
what I'm saying is that Udinechia, what are you the candidate? We are the manager. You can manage your candidate afar, you can manage him closely. So you can sit in the office and coordinate 2 weeks to election and coordinate with the party. I want to see the party machinery send a modi tabulated resource no. Yes, you did yen trial system no here. As a campaign manager, you need to be able to have all the phone numbers and everything of all the 275 constituencies no. The campaign chairman, the campaign managers, the campaign team throughout the constituency. And you should also have a team behind the party. For instance, I was expecting Alabi said, omo former presidential aspirants no nka omo ebeye campaign coordinators throughout the whole country. So the emphasis Sylvester Mensah could have been in Bolga, Gusitano could have been in Kumasi, Spio Gabra could have been in maybe Takoradi, maybe Nuruddin could have been in maybe your friend was saying I'm just saying, so that they are not working with the party. They work for you, the candidate, as their as your coordinators. So that's a party machinery, no. Ejiji votes ni nyina no mo tabulate huna ansa na free region ho no mo na eba national level no mo asom almost
now say put to blame no one.
Alabi failed. He failed woefully as a campaign manager for manager for his John Dramani Mahama. And I'll say it without fear, and I'll say it tomorrow. I'll say it in his face. I'll say it anywhere. And I'm speaking as a party member. I am not Kasati say your friend say any holding any political office. I am speaking as a party member, as a member of the party in good standing. That I saw say once they choose you as a leader, you owe we the 6 million party members a responsibility compulsory of making sure say no mistakes. You have to give us victory, no loopholes. You have to bring two heads together. But Alabi want to shine alone. That is why I saw into I'm pulling the others along. So Senkasasi, every region fan say Bolga Omofa Adongo 16,000 votes, MPP 6,000 almost swape at the man and I don't know. Anka coordinators never could be some. I said no region with this what I said. Then push it to our strong room. Our strong room, there was no any national executive. We only had Rojo and then Dr. White. And I call them crybabies because, and Ebana Sana, your strong room, I think if I'm not mistaken, every political party should have about 4 or 6 people in the election EC strong room. And ye pioneer Jumasanian for mechanism and 2 year day cry the best na near tabulate a resource na. The best place to protect our resource was in the EC strong room. That was the theater. Yabeji Yankwa, that was the where your surgery. That was a one moja. That was where the final decision of your strong work of making sure say resource near that it was the unforgivably reckless, okay, unwarranted wickedness. I don't want to use a river blindness act of making sure say only 2 people that are there. Alabi, so when the strong room is his final destination because the party has a campaign, has a director of operation, director of elections, so which is a party structure. Alaji is not part of the party structure. He's a manager for the candidate. So he belongs in that strong room to sanction and make sure say votes never ban. He has agreed said he candidate enye. He has agreed said Bolga never magic final result from EC where as the candidate too. It's about the candidate John Dramani Mahamad's votes that you the manager is part of your responsibility. Then the party structure never become one. It becomes plus. Then you had 2 crybabies. Crybabies. Why are you calling them? I'm calling them crybabies because Oma Babantino Musu telling a cock and bull story. Much now at one a mom can say, Mammy no can. And how big is an envelope? Someone found a winning candidate and I'm a PA. If you know what they did? It's like going to the bank with money, just going to put the money on the decks of the teller, and turn around and go out. That I am going to look for the one who sent me to come and take care of the money. That is what they did.
So, almost free is strong room.
Yes.
Some according to them, no,
they had no business leaving that strong room. So if somebody was sanctioning them, obi be free obi. Say hey, mami say me fa documents. Yanko. Oh, mumbe share your name. Oh, the entire your name mami ne echi osi enku John Dramani Mahama no. Yam penise to oma flip your numbers. Oma the way oma te numbers so 2,000. Ni aba ho no mo. Others will come there. Me Atubiga. Nkameti me aba honom. Me ba honom just a grader. Just a gabi wachi da kono money na nado. Omo the grader pa na be ba be jansa na maame na announce. Me hura fam nebo. Me hura fam je mensa bo pa kura no mo pa me say. Muchi me tanya just a mo the grader na be yi ansa na maame na announce. But we left. Omo mienu and nobody is saying anything about it. Obia enka hwe. Nobody has said anything about it or letting we the party members know say this is what went wrong. Because the question that I have, at what point Did they decide that they were going out? Did they have the numbers? Actually, say Oma quality meaning who say Oma we are region way constituency way, and then at what figures were they holding? Who put them there? One more mutumi so mumpie. Nanka ba kukura nkonya ne nyankwe. Munyina mo pie te sa akena popo. Mo pie te sa I would say the woman asked us to go out and go and deliver a document to our leader. He said, and then immediately we call and she tricks us and announce the election. Duh. Are they kidding me? Yeah, yankwara. Omun kanchere de bibi na pie omu pie. We want to know that. Master opposition comedy yo. Comedy pa ya brepa na nyankopon de nkunimdi amaye. So those two people cannot their actions and inaction was and should not let me Atubiga continue suffering for another 4 years. It's unacceptable. Somebody has to pay that price. People work. Nkrofo yejumo. Nkrofo yejuma pa my Cecily John Dramani. Look at what I say Nunketias. Look at the suffering I say Nunketias going through. The way he's was party Naswana or Yejuma making sure he's giving us victory. He is still going with the same vim, the same. So if Obia Aya Jena Mosquito Ayano, Sami friends, Sami Jemfi, Ayano, Obia playing pata. Somebody was sleeping. And I'm blaming Alabi, putting the blame on him, say John Dramani Mahama should have squeezed his balls the same way Jerry John Rawlings squeezed Bizedin balls till he passed out. Because he has failed me. He has failed us. As a campaign manager, your responsibility, because the entire team blame leader, no, no campaign manager beside the party structure, no, he has extra hands that watch my back. So 1 week to election and you were in Tamale. You didn't come. You were still in Tamale. And look, to test as a campaign manager to work behind the party, move test systems in and making sure say we ASA, wait to me to look, it will take you a month at least because you have to run the system. There will be challenges. What did they mention us? It was the box stops with Alabi. Have you seen me criticizing the party? I'm not criticizing the party because the party structure, they do what they have to do certain times. So we give permission from certain Nkrofo. You cannot take certain decisions without not going through the chain of command. But a campaign manager, the candidate takes command from you. You manage the candidate. You tell him, let's go here. Mudruwa, this is the language. You have to let the candidate know the language. Baby, I know the language.
But when you
I am saying, I'm surprised. And that is why I am telling you, say, he should be remorseful and shameful for your friend is saying, for not doing his job very, very well. And I say it without fear. And I'll say it in anybody's face. I will say it that Alabi has failed us. I will say it. You were following John Dramani Mahama to say sebi pepe ni kramedi ne chomkodi watchman. Nti baby masa befa no so fa okura ni dia. Alabi failed us. And look, some of us can sleep yentimi ndidi yentimi nyehwe, and I can tell you some of us are so stressed sekura sebi uko jonso kura just wo brand sana wo hu bema.
Hey,
that is how stressed we are. Everything
because of elections.
Stress because John Dramani Mahama having his last time, the NDC having serving this country or say was yanka say between do and die. Look, I was say Alabi nanka or strong room one declare. No, I declared Alabi should have declared John Dramani Mahama that my candidate has won. The Alabi should have called a press conference immediately, Professor Alabi, and say John Dramani Mahama is the winner of 2020 December election. And immediately, the next day or immediately, we are going to form our government. The third day, you start setting your transition team. That is what Alabi should have done. So that if the Mensa brings her numbers and it's not tally, then that is the only, look, no UN, no international community, no, they've never come to a peaceful country. Never. If we took that stand, and Professor Alabi is not your candidate, John, we are the manager. I have to say, my candidate has won. It's like what to say, a friend, say coach, what to say promoter, what to say referee. You Alabi should then Professor Alabi should have made sure say your results now, should spread it throughout all the media houses, including Mo. Said the Yenyanie. In the NDC, in our capacity, at the results near pink sheet, near BBR Tuja the next year, Monje. Because it's been signed by all political parties. then you declare our candidate a winner. Alabi didn't do that.
But you don't declare because
I am saying, sir, for the president we have in 2016, we have the authority. My candidate, Bagwe win or parliament, yen declare say Bagwe are winning. Near jubilate, I think every ballot, not all ballot paper says in a punchy, every mura. We are jubilating. Why we knew, sir, we had the men like Mutaka. Ujano kutu bona funo of fee biba ena diakano ya rebeka ho nti omunchene mfano kwa history ballot paper she ahinkura yem awo namno
go history
na amunko choice omu se ballot paper ewe because send ya Mutaka si born me ni se ballot ebeko form ebeko akwa na kokoso because it took him a while and sana ohumisi so uso ujano ko gina nsuo mo hono mo se nsuo soldier for so omonje no. But on a nutshell, no, election is a serious business. And we cannot be joking with 6 million Ghanaians votes. Says here, no, the anus is on us and the leader of the party structure, to fight for the 6 million voters, no, for their votes to count. And Alabi, until Session John Dramani Mahama Beka said Alabi is no more my campaign manager, he still has a responsibility. He has to trigger. Why ban the MPA, I want him baby oko. Alabi, and there was by this time, no, or issue some radical statement. Alabi also a shaky part in the man. The judges should know that yes, if we don't take good decision in the court there in the interest of this country, there won't be peace. Alabi is the one that not our leader. Not our leader. Omunima, I'm telling them. And this is not something I am joking with. This is not something that from our leader JDM and the party structure should joke with. The victory is uncompromising. They have to fight for us. People are willing. Women are willing to strip naked for the justices to do the right thing. Women are willing to strip naked. Women are willing to sleep on the street. Demonstrations are willing to be done with illegal demonstrations. Illegal demonstrations are here will be done to show the justices say, look, this is taken. It's not all that. It won't be all that well. Yanka said justices won't take a decision in the favor of NDC. They should take a decision in the interest of MPP. Won't take a decision Emma EC to go and do the right thing. Give everybody what they do. Because if the EC chair can change results, 6 times and still not getting it right, there's something wrong. EC chair changed the results without not going to court. And I am surprised, what is happening? Look, and I can also tell you with a fear, MPP and NDC, we have failed this country. NDC and MPP, ye digana for me Atubiga kahu, Obia kahu, Council of Elders kahu, stakeholders kahu, Council of Chiefs, Omunina, ye digana hamo. Because when we had the opportunity at 2012, now judges they say inquiry reforms, we should have put structures in place. 400% to me, and my EC chair say declare election. And kai or say reforms say EC upe EC Jumaya and your president nebeyu so the yakasa Charlotte nananda MPP NDC nebuy Jean Mensa NDC MPP so the mobile apply for a Jumano. More apply now. Yes, the president of the day or the government of the day can shortly list you, but you go and meet IPAC, which is a constitutive of all the political parties. No, then you go and campaign and they will vote you. Njomo too so aba now winning na near the one more president no announce chief justice or whatever assure so that when you are taking decision and now you respect the structure of the party. But Jim Mensa himself, President Nanado, the minister for declaring me election as a winner, he didn't use IPAC. He took decision on it so that say easy reforms, so that before easy super announce results, not the a high court. Say the main then any grievances, you go to the high court and go and protest. Say abano then immediately the high court will call both parties with the IPAC and look at it. If they are not able to solve it, then then Supreme Court will say no. You have. But
that is what I said. Declaration.
I am coming.
After that,
but I'm saying I am coming. No, that is the process that EC has to go through before announcing of results.
That will be too long.
It won't be too long. Other countries, Kenya and other countries are doing it. By so doing, we won't have a president has been sworn in that will be stripped of his presidency very soon to be an ordinary person, okay, or a former president. Why we go through that hustle? As a country, we can wait because Kabima Minka, Jim Mensa and your judge. So omo antiase both parties antiase say na ya, then you take it to the High Court. High Court the Constitution should give them limited days. Within these days, someone to resolve, then the Supreme Court will take it. What did they mention also? And issue judgment immediately. So that the Supreme Court, the reform the Supreme Court also has the authority. After the declaration of after coalition of the resource now, they would have the authority say, no, I invited all the political parties. Mumbra, okay, come and lay down your case. Instead of individually, voluntarily going to file, no, they have the authority to invite them in the interest of the nation, no, not in the interest of any political party. So, say, by the side, no more easy say, this is where we are instructing you say, so that easy mistake from the High Court to the Supreme Court can voluntarily invite them. That come, we've seen that you've done A, B, C, D, so that any pink sheets or any coalition of the cost should be provided with copies. So the judicial system should be attached to all the regions. Say, Mubejia, answer na mun declare region mun collate no, and the judicial will put their stamp and have the copy for the courts. No more they are better ho. Inti answer na MPB and as president be and constituency be and say Jack mitikwa pa me 10 adana me 4 no. The judicial man was there. So wouldn't have had this headache regional EC directors. Okay? Omo the figures na eba akra no, omo aswapo you know. So that is where I say the NDC and the MPP ye dikronom that we should have vision and post structure, and we are going through this because of what we've done. But in future, no, I think that can be done.
All right. Court system because of our past experience.
Oh, court, you have contempt, pa. Oh, you have contempt because at this moment they send you comedy me dance some contempt. I'm guaranteed 3 square meals. Comedy me. Contempt. Say Gabi Ochida ko ebie kwan na maye. Gabi Ochida ko ebie kwan no.
Kwan ben we bi.
We bi or say or no case or court. We your president nephew. You've come out to make a contemptuous statement. Say you are prophesying that this year the judges will throw NDC case out. Then Chemfri Nsuase ebe ka kire say Usulawusu na akando edansuo na ase seprom ho a e so gidi because ABS your parliament. What did they mention as no? So yaso ye be because te say me call Nima and me call nom atai no mo de kan na egu mu. Nti me nom atai ne me call dai me so dai say justices no o ma anya ni o ma ye na akroma fa bi koye and justices me ka judges no mo yira they cannot trace them. Are you getting me?
No, that is a
dream. Yes, after I went and drank atai. Said Gabi Ochida no a prophesy you said the case will be thrown out of court. But I was in Nima and unse Zongo boys that were nom atai u de kan ogumu a eye nioma bebre. Oh, but me ko die me so die. Very bad dream. I'm looking for Kwaku Bunsam or Kunchacha to interpret it for me. Me so die no na judges Supreme Court justices no na ebi omo anya de also omo yeye no omo yira akroma fa biko daya mentiasie. I just can't understand this dream. What did I mention? And I pray say me bohum pa say money near real. But dayenemu say justices no omo anya de also ana na omo yira nkroma fa biko. So contentious statement Gabi Ochida ko na bie kwan into anybody making contentious statement it's Gabi Ochida ko na ashasie. So anybody that makes it, there's a precedent that was set to Namobia, Yamin for Sir John, a crancy, say Yamin money baby. But if not, I was expecting some who is a footballers there. Yes, I could feel that you shake a boot to crana.
Oh, not just say, likely say this court hearing,
oh, yes, we have to sacrifice for the party. Yes, they should be, yes, contempt in the American. I mean, I'll make contentious statement. In the interest of, we have to sacrifice for this party. John Dramani Mahama deserves our sacrifice. NDC as a party deserves us. If Atubiga beda fiasina yebeje nkunimdino, and yet in the interest of the NDCU, in the interest of the nation, in the interest of MPP, but in the interest of the nation, yes, I'm willing to sacrifice for the country. Because baby amene sami oku, baby amene ken kranche ko die, omane edadi obia osia, your friend is saying, political science and as a law, once upon a time they will get to Supreme Court. They will get to the Supreme issue or political, they will get to the contempt. And they will remember us. History will not be written in this country without not remembering that once upon a political, there was contempt, there was election petition, and some people, Senkayan take it as posture now. It would have been very bad for the nation. So we are not hoping say on my way and say,
oh, koye, everyone was and one way then say, oh, koye, and my lord, this is a poor boy from Binduri. Who could did you wow, what time judges?
Yes, judges no, they are the Supreme Court justices. You address them as my lords. It seems omu assassins in Yankopon, and they are the only institution that omutimi interpret and brand the way they like it. So Upa, the best lawyer, Kotise Senior can crash it. Instead of humbling himself, be patch of me a coffee, no. I no my dear Chico Diachemano, or Kofa lawyer, and a lawyer non soon ever cabro fracas here. My lord, no say, ha, I had no me lord. So we hear any bear, a chief just Georgina Woods, one father, one mother, and yes, so justice start to bully your way out. And I'm so condemned, nti Senka said, nti hoya cassette, or to send cross a pacho. What did you say, me pacho? Oh, my no, Mr. Pacho, your frost, no, say me pacho. You have to beg. So Supreme Court is not a place that you think so wait me the case based on your facts and your evidence that you win. No. The delivering of justice, serving justice and taking decision is in their bosom at their discretion the way they feel, not your evidence. They will look at common sense. And I believe said the justices, Alabi has to trigger the NDC for the justices to know that say and take it decision in the interest of the nation, not in the interest of NDC. The atmosphere will not be good. Both NDC and MPP. So that they will take the decision, they will correct EC to go and do the right thing in the interest of the nation, not in the interest of any political. And Alabi has a responsibility on to say John Dramani Mahama be Fayano. Not the party.
Egusu ya ne Steven Atubiga ena edi nkomono obi send a message say Kofi atade oto no he. In fact, ye pam ye wan ye careful be fi say ye store Regan clothing or pamontade asanete and nti obetumi afre me the number no ema or pamontade brutal humatade bi ehye me efa na Regan clothing ena opam ye and the number no 0244 940633 0244 940633 opam ade papa or adabraka yi asalam down heya otra Iran clinic na filling station e ho nchen pe na Regan clothing e wo opamontade pa obetumi akoho na we design atade a efe pa ede ama na wetumi ede oniri ye no omanfo say yo monwanwa this guy is normal obesan ko Supreme Court to be ye oberi maba opare was the best and sensible party in Ghana MPP we free down kwa Clinton ho was say hey abrantie mo hwe ni ye o ya ba kumi obapa na dwen no wo kire no nti minimu de so de ebesi akọ wase ko fichia atubiga emame hajia zinabu sina ezesari oso chiao
na ose reze
hajia zinabu
okay
sorry o defender basa o comment section mo so o twetwe nkofo debate ne sa was both NDC and MPP are like husband and wife so tienhwe James Nete and Ocho ede ebae was say I love Stephen keep the pressure on we free Dean Osman ho was Kofi ask him how did he see Kotoko Fabio and also the if he in about kwabna djumo meza was say look at his spectacles be Dan Clinton and what is so is this guy making sense at all? Johnson Jima was say Kofi tell him to retract the emu de here ne da yeso na na said here Mike Os or say obompa say enkoye sa that is why I didn't comment about it. I didn't want to even magnify it cry so was said there also on where the can get to say okodi attire bi asa na ya de kan watum ti also so die and take it treat it as die so it's not a real way say tell him not to talk about PP4 and I said still is it JB I would name them Ejapadi no aye beans Kofi we free kwabena willy ho and was say appetition is not good for him. On no so far say be our regam there because on blue fuse be am me say one nom and san we free outmost brainy adequacy ho. Fear about us and a sweet is it tin crying at the about but JJ Rollins say finally ne data about a year no data about
me follow a year and said they will do the right thing. Hey, former President John Rawlings AUB I think say they can package the body very very well and balm it for maybe 50 or 60 years. Almost see we can quickly build a museum near the Ninsoja and tie the BBR near the body no ashe glass mu and then with technology omutimi embalm body no craft for 100 years unkasa bibi kura ayeno and people will go to pay money emfan ko tafle baby no kromo no so that to be a tourist attraction. People will come from the whole world to come and see his body. They'll put it in a glass very nicely, the new man, the history, and then you can move ahead in the movies, the videos now because the long seven, the video, so obeti as a package, move dura, because the body, maybe the type of Indian or share, then tadie, the idea kuno, at what point, omuchi need to certain a whole lot of things are omo by uti dimension. If not, omonton body in the mame. The family should tell me they should sell the body to me and I'll make sure so I'll use his history will never be gone. Omonton body ebusiano ton eye no omonton eye na mame omonton body ne mame ebusiano so that menya nice museum. Yeah, very nice one. Very very messy very nice museum at the body no as embalming nicely na a tourist attraction even if it's for the state. Ministry of Tourism can look at this with the family of not letting such a person just or see yeshina me ma me capital ye betimi asanso no bi dia mabusia no ye betimi ayaso say yes swapping phone yes swapping car ye betimi asanso amomu dia kogo because for the fact so see yeshin doesn't mean say we can use him for generation because Jerry John Rawlings ne subi ye nya bi o person ye just why you cool what na for number of years what you say why be the president and Sunday nya ne so and then he worked. The foundation and the democracy you enjoy on one not live so I think say see very nice that is the best I think say betimi aye so they should sell the body to me the
family should sell
they should sell the body and the funeral to me. I'll make sure I'll sponsor a very good funeral and invest in it and near see and you see very nice befitting your friend is saying NDC for 6 million Ghanaians in case will be for 1 million 1 Ghana bra that's 6 million cedis. We can build a very nice museum for Jerry John Rawlings in his honor for Ugura Damwa the boots, Nempa, Nentadie, gift awaji, the certificates to be very nice and to be well secured. Good tourist attraction for Ministry of Tourism or for the state. That the generation Zanatomba, Nanan Council is something that is and is good for this nation. We should people it's not Obiane or said in Koshasa. There are some people.
Dan Clinton say, is it okay? Chilton.
Yes.
What's Kofi? He wants to use Rawlings' body for Sakawa. Mamunti.
Senka, and they should rather cry for where he's laying. And I want to see anybody near intact. Because how the man died is questionable. The Osanshi man, because or a former military man. You are not crying that they took him to Kwalebu. I didn't have 37 because soldier for they don't omun from Munyankwechi. Intina soldier pa free soldier saying baby ochin baras. They look out for each other. So we should rather be worried say is his body intact, Ninwi intact, Ninils intact. That is what we should be worried about. Some of the Bible to honomo near her, the organs intact. Or my postmortem, a DNA kuno. What was his last word before when there's a lot of questions that me Atubiga me. I am having a vision for other countries or more that we shouldn't just waste this man, excuse my language, and assassinate. But at least don't forget we can use his burial site because he has the same strength as Kwame Nkrumah. That people will want to come and see all over his body where he's laid to rest. Some of us worship him because your generation. If you ask me why I'm in NDC, I will say Jerry. What is NDC, Jerry? Why can't I leave NDC, Jerry? Are you getting me? Senka Jerry eti onwankasa ne party. Onwankasa Jerry me party ni beside NDC. You'd have seen what would have happened.
Will be question very tangible. Say I didn't see ena adansi. Say I didn't na Atamils the one kind the same thing. Say kiyenye sa.
Atamils was a father But you can't ultimately Atamils and compare with Jerry when it comes to both radicalism, revolutionary, democracy. Atamils doesn't fit in Jerry John Rawlings' shoes. So it's two different things. Yes, he was my former president. He did well. He brought peace. But as I wasn't in NDC because of Atamils. NDC will make leaders and continue to make leaders. Whereby the founder, Jerry John Rawlings, founded a party. The NDC made him a leader. Waba Oko. Atamils came. John Dramani Mahama Aba. Tomorrow Atubiga will come. The party will continue to make leaders. But somebody built a foundation. That is why I had a problem. I've had a problem with Nana Kunedu that you serve. Worship. My father, my biological father, Fortunate Atubiga, was in Parliament from 92 to 2000. He was part of the Team Omote party. No, say Ochina. Then because it is somebody's turn, Wapakwote party. That is my beef with Nana Kunedu. If people serve you, you serve them back. If people worship you, you worship them back. But you don't say for the fact that every new driver in the way they drive the car. Say me a mate, now me do wechi, now me see a car and a car, now the car na mamia. Who dodge potholes left? It doesn't mean say me dodge potholes in the right. So brainwashing me say me dodge pothole in the left. There'll be a pothole that I have to really dodge at right. But what brain me say me makotum. So behind it, a bimu scale pothole 100 meters, 200 meters, 50 feet. What you say? Behind the way. So give people the free hands. Okay? But my dream is MPP should give me Bawumia 2024 after John Dramani Mahama and I'll whoop him.
And you what?
I am begging MPP to make Bawumia their presidential candidate to face me 2024. I am begging MPP.
2024, you think Mahama would not go?
Oh, sir, Mahama is going to finish his 4 years. It's just a matter of time. President Nanado is a caretaker. We just went to a ceremonial. It is a ubia. Yeah, no. A friend is saying you know my crop of 4 year puberty. You know me man. So me year we no. That doesn't mean say you have the right. Say we never be to me that you are not ready for marriage yet. So it's just a ceremony. And yeah, Nanado just to keep our system going. He's not yet a president. He's a president for MPP voters. Or yet president for NDC voters. So it's just so John Dramani Mahama beba be ne term no. So I am pleading with MPP say omo maye Bawumia. NDC is begging MPP say they should give us Bawumia as their presidential candidate and we'll whoop him. We'll whoop him proper. I'll whip him.
And your strategy say
David.
No. Mo fi say be ono ye weaker ntino mo sheda ye mo pa mo fa no na say wo mo de ne ba.
Without Bawumia, President Nanado has no presidency. Because President Nanado, age reduces your strength, your way of thinking. So a young man like Bawumia and I complementing the weakness. Me Atubiga na make us say, Mr. MPP 4 because Minister 2024, Nyamiya Aduma, the party no obia kwasi abia beti the president to. Any stupid lunatic can be excused with your indulgence can be voted as a president. Who is a president? You only go around and cut swords. Presidents don't think. They have cabinets. They have their ministers. Any cabinet, any minister, any president that fails, and it is so be a waton koko so aboka. Anybody can be a president. It is the people you choose to be your ministers and your DC. They make you a good president. There's no schooling for presidency. Any stupid lunatic can be a president. Any old Alzheimer's person, dementia, your friend is saying, menopausal person can be a president. What does it? Whose school is you are a president? When your party has confidence in you, say you can build, you have the party agenda at heart, the manifesto. No, all is done. There are people, and they put the party is the horse. When the party puts you on that horse, and you start, there are people that will join you. You see how many people that will come and join you. That is politics. So we must sell more agenda. So the party can make anybody a president through helping to sell Nipan agenda and innovation. They don't vote for you because you are handsome. Senka I want to president. So I'm saying that without fear, say I will lead my party one day. I will lead, and I want Bawumia. I am begging MPP should give me Bawumia. I am begging them in the name of God. said they should make sure say Bawumia has paid his due so much, said they should make him the candidate for the MPP to face Atubiga 2024. And I'll whoop him. I'll whip him well. That's he'll get to Nalerugu and he'll think that he's in Gambaga. So MPP should give me Bawumia. If they are really serious person, people like Omufi say yes. They will make history say for the first time a Northerner is leading their party. 2, they will be able to at least to tell the whole world, they say they've used Bawumia enough that at least they should reward him with the leadership. Unlike Aliu, miserably frustrated and I mean President Kofo had attack they should reward that young man something for loyal, at least if anything for loyalty. Loyalty Council and Crawford Brady Party you have to reward them. If you have munya positions power banner na mo kofa omo mo ti abrofo kese omo mo ni certificates kese, but they were not in the trenches. That is one of the most wicked things politicians and our party omo ma brand party ni san, they don't reward them. No ma kofa strangers visitor when ti abrofo kese. That is why yen ka say NDC da ebenya power no any babu no bi ana branch e kopa adwuma minister na say DC be busa say ana so qualification wa here ombo wasum. That is a principle and agenda is still on the table. Any leader that asks any party Nibia say, where is your certificate or your qualification to give you the job? We have given make Atubiga, we've given the authority boni pakurasum. Bonasum pa
qualify cry
because nobody will want to be a watching bank manager. When the president chooses you as a minister and as a DC, you represent him also taking decision in the interest of the president because it affects the president. Into obi eba or ebe so when you penina wonchia no you file phones it's affecting the president. If not, let me tell you something. MPP bad governments started from the president taking bad ministers, okay? And I won't be surprised say Nanado appoint 200 ministers. You watch.
Oh, this time round.
President what has President Nanado ever said, a caretaker President Nanado ever said, and it worked. And see that me say Obe appointed 200 ministers. Me na me catch the he because Nana believe he say the more the water, the more the better. So 100 and something ministers na nyejuma. Ma me nyane 200. Obe piece on the 200 ministers. You were until I see Pefe he has reduced the ministers. I think, but they are very good. Look, President Nanado should have had people like this young man be or buffer stock. Young man buffer stock. Some young Abranti be. I think he's in Texas. Your friend, I forgot his name. Hanan. Look at how a young man with Timmy Aye buffer stock on very creative. Okay, very creative. Out to the stand school feeding program no krano obi ntimi nkase mediane asa because he makes sure say or stock nianen e de mamwa mu school feeding indianen ewo at mo bosom at your disposal. Very creative wa ma e ho no kra aye attractive HA ministry. Buffer stock. Honestly, yes, you co opposition. Krana minim krasa baby, your friend said buffer stock. But a young man like Hanan, take Nitiwood for example. Nitiwood being the defense minister, no. Not only is he the youngest minister, no, but he's been able to create a friend the peaceful atmosphere in the northern sector. What is the mention also? He's been able to in Chakwasikrana. This man will not even go alone. Meka Nitiwood, he will come and take both NDC who are even Arab who are from that area, no, they will go and reconcile. Okay, take what's his name? What's the name of the? Take Kennedy Japan. For instance, he has shown say you have to fight for your party. He shows say it doesn't matter your status or your qualification or where you are. If you have to go through the dirt on the ground, to defend your party, you have to do it. Okay, I'm trying to bring both professionalism and what have you. Look at your friend is saying, Asensu and Co. They are young guys. Okay, look at their posture at the Flagstaff House. No any. I mean, I can count the list on and on and on and on. What you say? So if your friend say President Nanado, use such people now because say MPA man, your friend is saying, what's the name of this man? I forgot. Alasan Tampuli. Look at how he's been able to I'm saying say I won't say the ministers all are bad. Look at the education minister. Okay, he does his work even though he will lie to the teeth and say 6 and we are flipping a 9. But he did what he had to do. Okay? I mean, the women that omo kwan so omo serve otiko jagamo, they worked, you know, they all did, you know, I empower Emma more, you know, Oslemko all say well. So Nanado has very, you know, but there are a lot of useless ministers, very useless. When I mean useless to the bone, reckless, useless ministers. I don't think it's better Nanado even having zombies at those ministerial positions than having them. But all I can say is Bawumia has worked. That I think President Nanado should give me, he should work. MPP should give me Bawumia 2024 for me to teach him a lesson, to whoop him, because he has to go through, he has to learn how to lose elections several times. Just as it took Nanado 40 years to be president. So they have to give me Bawumia to whoop him, to stay in line for a certain number of years. Then by that time, no, we Timmy because Bawumia person president. Kukuomu NPP no matter so catch rom say John Dramani Mahama e pepe near NDC for the man why adwuma pa why, so they should also try him. He can work like John Dramani Mahama. Sameboa, they should come and say it. That is Bawumia's caveat. Anytime or lobbying Crawford, John Dramani Mahama has opened door for us. We can also do it. Liman failed us. So if John Dramani Mahama has done it, I can also do it. Give me the chance. And I think said they should give me a listening ear. And I will respect MPP pass if they reward Wabre. Obi to say antifati, Madam Antifati, Ushe Ejuma Oyema, Ajia Fati, Ejuma Oyema, Nana President Nanado, one a discount chief from our party office sonomo, one a Pam Afokonomo, one a Yebi Otiasia. But I can tell without fear, say, Omo reward the Mamino, the man minim, the police name Mabane, Ninia Ketua AMA schoolmates, Cadre, Ewo, Navrongo, we all went to the same school. But Nkrofo or not a support, say must accommodate Nkrofo. What is almost can be you know, HRM, they were the almost supporting mamma, and age is not days mean coupon, but on Yakwara, I mean, her days are Minkasa is numbered, but a woman of a caliber, more money that they chibi no maka so a year, but they should take care of Antifative or asset more. Senanado that edge the presidents who how far she has come. President Nanado, caretaker Nanado cannot write the success without a friend saying.
Seven Atubiga was say the way from Mercy from Ponho was say Samini Dewen Yagayo okay was always saying or that's okay quite really and once you could fear then why when him say Joyce Nyako Metino Sweetie Talata say Atubiga Antina Medime ba atone. Oya de pa. Was say it's not your business. Some MPP one would never ban your business. Still J is a J boy and what they and also a buyer. Was say the words coming out from your mouth show you have a weak mind. Okay, Justice Kwesi. Dear no. We say Papaya Mama Sresa, this man is funny. Bright ni amate and what they a buyer. Finally, then I can
finally I say Obiti like Adanimo, or I'm a very good friend, or a very good presidential material. Papa, we a friend say, former Minister of Energy. Okay? And Alan. But I think say Bawumia, no Fred Alan running mate and Omubia. They shouldn't look down upon it. They should grab it with full hands, because after I whoop him, he may give up and they may get the opportunity. But my last word is to my party, as NDC said, they should not underrate or joke with the 6 million voters now. We should not every party member should move with the speed and the pace that General Mosquito is moving. Every party member should be ready to go out to sacrifice themselves in the interest of the party, like the way General Mosquito is moving. Every party member who has a responsibility in fighting for the party for us to get victory at the Supreme Court should work just like our majority members of parliament. Our majority members of parliament today are working, that they've given us results. There is nothing in Yankopon intiminye. And I am assuring them, say a case member fame bonaminji bullet. Take a bullet for the NDC, I'll do it. If they tell me, say the party is going to sacrifice me tomorrow in the interest of giving John Dramani Mahama his last term, because I can't wait. Kofi, Kroma no answer na we unni president bi ase president bi ayere to so. President Nanado yere to so. John Dramani Mahama yere so. Late Aliu Mahama president ni o ma ba ko nyina na na kunedo nko an na odi tu efa back door e ba ya when di bebre anye my feeding me yere 6 times a day. She's ready to take over as a first leader. Also, why can fine ready as for you. Yeah. Ah, say if you could know you are almost in talk. Inti me catch John Dramani ma on fight it. He should fight to the teeth on 4 years and 10 times because feeding na me feeding man yes small. Omunyen time near see ni na boy Zongbina. Osla me kasa fie botos. Oh Osla. Or the magnet ne to a candle so no da ho say na da ne hammer na no omo filisa because if Zongbina fear botox mo say what the Osla or 10 year Collins Dauda mo senior branch here hey uncle kotna Collins Dauda uncle be hu ono be hu say yes biribi furuburu na betina Ghana et say we abono on try Collins Dauda no jade nti osro akando no hu so portable fine manageable you know and no kwatena no so no mo vibrate no mo feeling osla hu ba fucking Mr. Mekan mo fanchame anyway me dagana for nyina say that is the beauty of you know sometimes I was say dey nyoma ni bi yesere because stress in the door so nipa nso ye dey nti me da mo ahwefo nyina say manyankopon fa basa omba maimu Yankopon ma the leadership of this country, you know, long life and, you know, let's, put the interest of the nation first.
7, Atubiga, poor boy from Binduri, and Edi and Common. Marion Free said, right claims, Eguso, Juma, or UK, na UAD, ya want to ask you from one, or more bed, no, me pay for Juma, bedding como. So one we near 1 year, or near and more percentage of sky, the Bemau, and I say, whatever agreement because I was flight to Jao and I say delay beyond time be and I say I'm following based on Yemabia and also between the right claims Edin Komona or more etumi aboa ewasa kwan so KTA phones no eda so bebre egu ho as say o hwa hu no say o the phones bebre ede aba new ones ko Amazon na tobi ewo ho na energy entumi emra but let me remind you say this year 2021 the latest addition they can Kofi TV Kofi gadget basically your gadgets bebre you use gadgets bebre enti ya say ye be reviews be a obi o person hu kwan ye fa so in live ye be videos of how betumi hu na o person ye bia we hu the right niema o beto ne ade phones bebre aba phone be na u use a Ghana ha eboa we bisa say iPhone and Android the hen and papa ni nyina ebedi ho enkomo enti sesi a obetumi asearch the page no Kofi Gadget on YouTube na subscribe ya the videos bebre na be bisa WhatsApp new policy omode aba say bebo say emwa we shall be taking you through some education anything gadget bia no you'll find it there na etumi abo enti just search on YouTube ubehu the name Kofi Gadget okoho the video I did to her and check how to save data and face space phone so phone and chena yema me my personal experience and I'm share ho ya do besi ya na ya da wase na ya kraw
Papa you can afford to say they say there many girls be ya da pool mu and your brodo your brodo
Communication is basic and so important in all our dealings.
Now, okay, tell me, girl, I don't know Hamburg. How to cut off Hamburg? I'm in the shire, oh, Johannesburg. And Sabi alone. Hamburg and Kwan or Hamburg.
That is why you need very efficient but affordable handsets because your world is just around you.
Oh, what's now? I'm interested why. Hey, Oliver, the wedding, they say IMF and the World Bank. Oh, my apply brem some person sponsor. Oh, my sponsor. Only phone. Oh, my phone, Samsung phone. Oh, a very affordable price. Our come from Matobia Mobia. There are 2 grand Kutamu.
That is what Cap Farm stocks. Affordable and original Samsung phones at wholesale prices you won't believe.
Donald Trump, on no flashing on the book. Donald Trump will flash him to make my phone later.
Visit Cap Farm today.
Hey!
www.rightclaims.com. So what's the UK average memoha? Now when your car acquaintances be and your phone. And now say a doctor for a show, I won't show ye. Right claim bet me a boama, what is the campaign the bray? Your UK a lawyer for it through, and I say a cuckoo down for I'll bet me a wow up one mount. Because it's so we see can of a back. And one is www.rightclaims.co.uk. Now I feel of form. Ubet me a fray and one number ya a woofy gay. Say a cancel of flights, and now say when your flight delay for don't shrimp may try 3 hours and cover bia. Right claims bet me a boama a handsome Jessica. Right claims, it's as simple as that. So what's the UK?
ANS Trading Agency Limited. Yajma ya pay door-to-door courier service. I different London or him Chrome and I say Europe babia or pesa o shepo near my bagana no. Yajma ya say bio. I saw better left-hand drive vehicles. A car to create a truck timber. I pesa different Europe e bagana. And I say opesa by 20-foot container and 40-foot container duty. You didn't want to temper. It doesn't matter. Babia o shepo container and free. So the free China. And I say Europe for now America, baby, our person best to piano. You bet my amount. Duty there, we are one of the best ever the whole Ghana. So per se unyai and our tea and cow be visit www.anstar24.com. We are the best.
Michael, we're supporting the new system. Yeah, Mama Michael.
Pacho, what Tony near?
Let's not go be able to go in the
Because supporting my boost phone in our new system. Hey, that's a Michael t-shirt. Mato t-shirt. The combat the funk, I know. Your t-shirt to go, mommy.
Boss, champion, Mr. Only one.
Okay.
Michael is supporting a new system.
And your well-being.
Hello, welcome to Yonak Digital. Here, we deal in security locks, smart locks, intelligent locks, which are ideal for corporate institutions, for banks, real estate, forex bureau, and many more.
Here at Yonak, we have a variety of locks. This is our facial recognition lock, barometric lock. This is our little barometric lock. It's ideal for front aluminum glass doors.
You can locate Yonak Digital at Wager, SCC Junction off the DVLA road.
Call us on 0553 892370 or WhatsApp us on 0507 242299.
Yonak Digital, security in style.
Wow, this boy is great. Nasha one sway.
ahokeka soronko bi a ye made di agro Brain-X syrup eni anojie no Brain-X syrup e wo nuane nuro bi te say omega-3 fatty acids vitamins ahodoɔ pii ene glutamic acid a ɛboa ma mofra adwene mu dɔm na ɛsa ma wa apɔmuden Brain-X syrup wobɛnya bi wɔ drugstore a ɛbɛn wo mu ne dodoɔ mu deɛ Frejucard Pharmacy ɛwɔ Nkran Okaishi Drug Lane ɛwɔ 0244 560 296
Brain-X syrup Emma mofra adwini mapomuden SCP esita
FDA ahwehwɛ saa adwadie nkratoɔ yi mu agye ato mu sɛ ɛyɛ
Kofi TV interview ntia na mani ajetra me di pen mo Kofi TV interview has been vetted and approved by the SDA.